Welcome, friend. I'm Jamie, and this is Eat Homemade. Thank you so much for joining me this morning in my kitchen. I so appreciate it. I thought before we crack on with easy fish cakes, I want to just share my why for starting this channel. I left home when I was just 16 years old, and I had no idea how to cook. I had no recipe books, and back then we didn't have access to the internet, so I just couldn't Google a recipe and find out how to make anything. I was also on a very tight budget, being just 16 and working in a service station. I had very little money. I ended up having to teach myself how to cook, and in the process, I was able to stick to a budget and learn some really simple ways of throwing together just a few ingredients, yet making meals super tasty and nourishing. And I've carried this on through having my young children as well. My children are now teenagers, but we are still having to stick to a budget, and we are still wanting to nourish tummies and create healthy foods. We are still super busy, a very busy family, so it's important that all the recipes are quick and easy. So that's my why. My why is because I want to share with you super simple, easy meals that you can follow at home that have very few ingredients and that help you stick to your budget, just like I'm doing at home. So let's crack on with my super simple fish cake recipe. This has only 4 ingredients. It's perfect because it doesn't have any eggs. If you want to go and use eggs, go ahead. If you want to add anything to this recipe, with all my recipes, just make it your own. It's for you. I'm sharing it so that you can adapt it and use whatever you have at home. But quite often we don't have eggs, and eggs are expensive. So I've left eggs out of this, and they still turn out to be the most beautiful, crispy on the outside and soft and delicious on the inside fish cakes. I hope that you'll enjoy it. Let's make our recipe. Starting with just 4 basic ingredients, you can swap any of these out for what you have and even add all your favorite extras. I'm starting by poaching my fish. If you haven't poached fish before, it's so easy. You simply need some warm salted water and add your fish. You can also do this with chicken as well, and it just falls apart once it's ready. So you want to make sure that your water isn't coming to the boil. It's just a really warm, I can put my fingers in, it's not too hot, and that's just going to cook over the next 20 minutes. Pop the lid on, and now that it's done, let that steam out, and I can check it with a couple of forks. If your fish is ready, it will just fall apart. And because I'm using hoki, it's an especially flaky fish. And I can see that it's just perfectly cooked. It's just flaking apart. So now that that's ready, I'm going to give it a drain and let it cool. And the same with my potatoes. Cook your potatoes in salted water until they're nice and soft. Drain, let them go cold, and then mash. The secret is to not have any water, so we're not going to add any milk or butter or anything into this, so that it's a nice dry potato. I'm going to flake my fish up, and you can see that it just falls apart. And then once that's all nicely flaked, I'm going to add my mashed potato in there as well. I also added salt and pepper, lots of salt and as much pepper as you like. I'm putting 1/4 cup of garden herbs in here. I've just got my chives because they add a really nice oniony flavour, but whatever herbs you have on hand. You might even have dried herbs, and that's fine as well, just use a little less. Push your fish cakes with your hands, nice clean hands of course, and form them into your patty. You can do smaller ones if you like. These will make about 6, and they're nice big ones. It means that I don't have to stand in the kitchen too long cooking these. Sometimes I do smaller batches, and these are perfect for entrees served with some really nice tartar sauce. So I've got my 6 big fish cakes ready to go. And the cat's just going to come along and eat any little bits that fell on the floor. Okay, so I've got my heated oil and I'm cooking my fish cakes for about 8 to 10 minutes each side. I want to make sure that they're nice and crispy. They're looking really good. And now I can go ahead and serve them. So I've got some lemon wedges. I also like to serve with fresh salad and of course lots of beautiful tartare sauce. I hope you enjoy this recipe.